everybody, I'm Denise from Everything Dog, and today's weekly tip is going to be about dog aggression. There's more and more of it. I see more dogs and families. I see more families that are really struggling with their dog, or they're frustrated, or they're confused because their dog is acting aggressively. And here's sort of the rub that I see a lot, that families see a really wonderful, loving, friendly companion, right? That dog that they wanted. They could sit on the couch and they can do whatever. But then they take them out for a walk, or they try to take them out for a walk, and they're reactive. Or they try to have guests over and the dog is reactive to their guests, barking and growling and whatever. Or maybe you go to sit down on the couch next to your dog and the dog is growling at you. So it feels like some people describe it as Jekyll and Hyde. Some people feel like they're living with two different kinds of dogs. And that's fairly typical of what I see. So if you're feeling like that, I guess unfortunately that's kind of normal when you're dealing with a dog with aggression. But today I wanted to briefly just give you an overview of how many different kinds of aggression there are, and then each week we're going to be talking about a specific type of aggression. So in no particular order, there's maternal aggression. This is when you might have a female dog that's had puppies. It is when you've had a female dog that's had puppies and she becomes protective of those puppies from maybe guests that are trying to look at the dog's puppies, or maybe from other dogs in the home. Fairly normal. Once the puppies are weaned, they all go to their homes and her hormones calm down, the maternal aggression will go away. You can have play aggression, when a dog has no off signals and they play until they aggress, and that can also, think of it as a human pillow fight. I don't know about you, but pillow fights never turned out well in my house. You can have fear aggression. Fear, shy, nervous behavior can quickly escalate to aggression given the wrong situation. At the vet's office, at the groomers, people trying to pat your dog and your dog isn't really very social or friendly to other people. I would say that 90% of the clients in my practice have dogs that are based in fear. You can have pain aggression, so that a dog that is suffering with pain can aggress a lot more quickly because it will lower their threshold for aggression. So if you think about a time when maybe you had a backache or something was wrong with you, you don't want people around you, you're kind of protective of your personal space, and pain aggression is like that. Redirected aggression, frustration aggression. This could be two dogs barking at the window and then they turn on each other. It could be two dogs walking together leashed, and one dog starts to bark and then the other one goes after that one, or either direction. Territorial or protective aggression, right? Any kind of dogs that are protective of their property. They might be protective of the car, right? So their territory, like whatever they've decided is their territory, they may be protective of that. You can have possession aggression, also called resource guarding. And this one, although sounds simple, is not. So you can have a dog that guards their food dish and nothing else. You can have a dog that guards their food dish and toys, or a favorite toy. You can have a dog that guards items that they've stolen. You can have a dog that guards their bed, your bed, their space on the couch. And those resource guarding, there's all sorts of different aspects of the resource guarding, which we're actually going to go over next week because that's the first one I'm going to talk about in more detail. You can have predatory aggression, which might be more terriers and hounds that are definitely have hardwired to get things and kill them, right? I mean, Jack Russell Terriers are designed to go down a hole and kill a rat, not to play with it, not to get afraid of it, not to back out of it, but they're tenacious little suckers because of their breeding. You can have conflict aggression, which is the quick description of it is it's almost always directed towards owners. And one of the hallmarks of conflict aggression is if you try to punish the dog will aggress or get worse. Okay, we'll talk about that one more either. Inter-dog aggression. So in the home, inter-dog aggression, more than two dogs or more than one dog in a home is fighting. And you could also have, inter-dog aggression in a home over resource guarding. You have a dog that resource guards their food bowl. And then idiopathic, which is kind of a catchphrase when you can't, like this dog isn't going to be normal. You're not really sure what the triggers are, what's happening. So that's 11 different kinds of aggression, and there may be even more out there that I didn't pick up in my research, but these are the primary ones. I am not going to talk about necessarily all of these in the weeks ahead, but I'm going to pick the ones that I see the most of and that I feel like you guys are going to reap the benefits of getting some more information on that. Okay, so remember, aggression, most of it is in genetics. It's caused by genetics. You have a dog that just starts this. There are some things that are going to exacerbate aggression. An overcrowded, poorly managed doggy daycare can make your dog dog reactive, dog aggressive, stress them out around dogs, okay? And we'll get into that more in the future. There are things that you can do to mitigate your dog's aggression, to give yourself some relief. If you're feeling frustrated and confused, if you feel like you're living with two different dogs, keep watching, because we are going to be taking a deeper dive into each of these different types of aggression as the weeks go on. All right, if you've got questions, please post them in the comments. Be sure you like the video, share the video if you can. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can like it on Instagram as well, and I will see you all next week.